Honorable John Nate, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone. If you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone.
Yes, I've done that.
Okay. Good evening as well.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. So we are two now, and we have the first person also in the waiting room. I think we can start. We can start with him, and then when others join us, we will continue from there. So I think that is it for now. Let me allow him in so that we can just ask him the few questions we have.
Oh, okay.
Honorable Nkansa Prince, you are welcome. Kindly unmute your microphone and let's test your microphone first. Okay. All right. Good evening.
Evening, sir.
Okay.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible. You are audible.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So to not waste much time, as you know, today I'm going to be the chair for this very important activity.
Okay.
And, I have with me a panelist, and as you know, it's a vetting activity for the caucus leadership.
Yeah.
Youth Model Parliament. So the program director is Honorable Joseph Boachajima is here.
Yeah.
The chief of staff for the YEC governance program, Mr. John Nate Tete is also here.
Okay.
And we will ask the questions in just a few rounds. All right.
Okay. Okay.
So without much ado, I would also encourage you to feel free to answer the questions to the best of your knowledge as well. So honorable leaders and Honorable Joseph Boachajima, if you can hear me. Honorable John Nate, I think you will be the first to take the floor. And as I mentioned, let's be brief with the questions so that we can move on with the others too. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, General. And a very good evening to you. Honorable Prince, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Right, so I understand you are contesting for the minority chief whip.
Yes, please.
Am I right? So as a minority chief whip, in a situation where you have a case, I mean, there is an incident on the floor of Parliament, and you need to stand in and address it. I'm giving the scenario in the sense that, let's say you know that your member from the caucus is guilty of whatever is happening or probably has misconducted him or herself. As a minority chief whip, how do you intend handling that matter in the terms of communication so that you also not offend the Speaker of Parliament and other members on the floor?
Please, are you saying that you offended the Speaker or the House in general?
Right, you can offend the Speaker or
Yes,
offend the House in general. So whichever way, how are you going to communicate that?
Oh, okay. So, okay. So let me give you an example. Can I give you an example before I?
That's fine. You are free, but just be brief.
Oh, okay. So in a case whereby my member violate the house, I as a chief whip, I have to apologize on his behalf. You can't remember when Ghana's parliament, some members were misbehaving, whereby they were kicking the chairs, some even spoiled the microphone. The minority leader has to come in to apologize to the leader. You as a chief whip, you have to come and apologize to the leader and the Speaker of Parliament and also the floor and tell them that, oh, maybe you have spoke with the member, and he is aware of his actions, so he is sorry. That's what I can say I will do. Hope you get me.
All right, thank you very much. There are questions I can ask you following that, but for the
Okay.
purposes of time, I think I will leave it there. But
Okay.
I would advise that when you are responding to some of these questions,
Okay.
try and personalize it because the question is directed to you.
To me. Oh,
So
okay.
when you are telling me you as a minority chief, that is also going some way. So thank you very much.
Okay. You are welcome.
All right, General, please, I'm done. Honorable Chair, please, I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable John. Honorable Joseph Bachajima, if you can hear me, you can unmute your microphone and let's hear from you.
All right, so Honorable Prince, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Kindly share with us some basic leadership qualities that you have, different one, of course, that you think you are bringing on board as the minority chief whip for the YMP 2025 year.
Come again, please. I know you.
Your basic, unique leadership quality that you possess, which
Okay.
make you stand tall among the others
The others.
who are
Okay.
in the same role.
Okay. I think I'm someone who is open. I'm open, and I'm very, very good in leading people. And I started this leadership roles when I was in GHS. When I started as a compound, I started as a compound overseer when I was in primary school. So when I got to senior high school, I then became the assistant entertainment prefect. So when our my head was misbehaving, they demoted him. Then I then became the head of entertainment prefect. So I can say that I'm someone, when you give me a leadership role, I don't joke with it. I stand tall among all the rest of the people because I believe that I can use that to how should I say it, to help people um, um, please, I'm coming. When given that portfolio, I believe that I can help people. How should I say it?
Honorable, feel free, okay, feel free, right?
Oh, sure. I believe that
Yes.
when I'm given that portfolio, I will I will help. I will help shape decision making in the course of the house.
Yes, I think I'm okay. Thank you.
Leader,
Honorable Prince,
General Secretary.
don't worry, okay? Don't worry,
Oh,
it's
I'm
fine.
coming. I'm a stammerer, so please.
Oh, that's not a problem. I get the answer to the question. You've answered the first question, so that's not a problem, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Joseph. Honorable Frances, if you are with us, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn, please.
Okay, thank you very much, GS. Honorable, kindly, can you tell us the various platforms, the various social media platforms that you are available and why did you join them?
For now, I'm active on what's the name? Snap, TikTok, and also Facebook. And you said
Okay, so can you? Okay.
why I joined those platforms. You said why I
Yes,
joined those platforms.
yes, please.
Oh, okay. So for Facebook, I'm interested in politics. So sometimes I share my ideas there to my friends. So when you go and type bra benefit, that's the name that I use on social media, on my social media account. I use bra benefit there. So when you go, you can see that I always tweet about politics and stuff. So when I see that maybe we're having critical issues, I sometimes comment on that. It's always positive. Me, I'm someone although I have a political party that I support. I'm someone I'm free with everyone. So when I see that my party itself misbehave, I'll tell you, oh, do this, do that. That's one. And the main reason why for Twitter, the main reason why I joined Twitter, it was my friend. He was encouraging me that, oh, Prince, join Twitter. Twitter, it gives people opportunity to do to meet people and all stuff. And I'm also active on so Twitter, Facebook, and this TikTok.
Okay. So finally, how do you think when you are given the nod to serve, you can use social media to champion youth development in leadership?
I've already done that already, because when you go to Twitter, my account like this, sometimes I tweet about sports. Me, I'm focused on sports, so I tweet that, oh, the minister or those handling the sports, they should give the youth opportunity to exhibit their talent. So when I'm giving a nod, I also use that. I also use the same approach that I've been using to do that on that platform.
All right, Honorable Chair, thank you very much. I think I'll end here.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable Raphael Kumako, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
Thank you very much. Yes, I hope my voice is clear.
You are audible.
Okay, thank you. So, Honorable Prince, just a quick one. So, when you go to the standing orders of the
Please, I can't hear you.
Okay, so
Honorable Raphael, I think your voice went back.
Is it better now?
It's still a bit low.
I'm sure this should be okay.
Okay, yes, this is okay. So kindly proceed.
All right. So I wanted to find out from Honorable Prince. We go to the standing orders of YEC, specifically from Order 124 downwards. It talks about committees. So as a whip, whether chief or deputy, list two committees that automatically, you being a whip, you are an automatic member of that committee. And why do you think the standing orders make the whip an automatic member of that committee?
Please come again. Come again. I want to get your question. Please come again.
So as a whip, you are an automatic member of some committees according to the standing orders of YEC. List two of those committees and why you think standing orders made the whip automatic members of that committee.
So, the standing orders, it says that the whip is an automatic qualifier for those committees.
I'm saying that when you read the standing orders,
yes, please.
The whip is an automatic member of a number of committees.
Oh, okay.
Give us two of those committees and then tell us why you think the standing orders made the whip an automatic member of that committee.
Please, I've not read about that thing, but I know some of the committees, but I don't know. I've not read on what you are saying that the whip is an automatic member of that committee. I've not read about that before, but I know of the committees under it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. That will be all.
All right, thank you very much.
Please do get it.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Prince, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, so what do you do for a living currently?
I'm a cleaner.
Okay, and between the time you go to work and you close,
I
between
do.
the time you close from work and you go to bed, what do you usually do?
My uncle has a pharmacy, so after work, I come there and help him sell some of the drugs because he has trained me, so I know some of the medicine. So if he's not around, I'm there.
Okay, all right. In a real life situation where you depict qualities of leadership,
Yes, please.
either during a family issue or
True.
during school time or in church or at the workplace and the rest. Kindly give me a scenario where you took an action or an inaction that depicted what leadership means in terms of leading people.
Leading people. Oh, okay. So I quite remember. You see, I quite remember when I was in senior high school. And then I was the assistant entertainment prefect. Then my head, he misbehaved. He was doing something. Me, they said they will not tell me, but according to them, they said he was doing some things in the school that the teachers weren't happy. Yeah. So I told them that they should give me a hearing. Oh, they shouldn't demote him, but they should give me a hearing. Yeah. So I approached him and told him that, oh, boss, please, what did you do? He did not tell me, but still, I went to see the teachers and I spoke to them. That's something. If he is not willing to tell me, I'm coming here to beg on his behalf that I think what he did was wrong. So they should kindly forgive him. And also at church you as well. I'm part of the I'm part of the drama committee. When we are doing, I'm part of the drama committee. So and I attend Pentecost and I'm part of our church drama committee.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is this your first time joining a youth parliament or a model parliament, a school parliament?
Yes, please. This is my first time.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much. I think all of us have taken our turn with the questioning. You've done well, and you hear from the committee when all is said and done. Do you have a final word for us before you take your leave? And kindly be brief if you do.
No, please. I don't have any final.
All right. Thank you very much, and kindly take your leave of us so that we can call the next person. All right. Good evening, Honorable Gideon is here. If you can hear me, kindly respond to that effect. All right. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All right. First off, thank you for your time with us today. As you know, this is a vetting activity by the consortium. to ascertain the leadership of the caucuses, right? I am well
Yes.
informed that you applied to be the minority
caucus
as the
leader.
minority leader, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Honorable Joseph Bachajumai, if you can hear me, I have with me Honorable Gideon. Kindly mute your microphone and take your turn.
All right, yes, thank you very much. Honorable, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
So we know that as a leader, and for this, you're going to be the leader for the minority.
Yes.
Share with us a leadership style that you're going to use to lead your caucus. Sometimes there are bills that will be in the chamber, there are issues that will have to go on. You, the leader, would have to come in to make sure things are just in place. Share with us one skill, one style, one leadership style you possess you can use in handling that.
Thank you very much. Once again, I will introduce myself. Honorable Gideon Nsia, currently the YMP for Tano South constituency and an aspirant for the minority caucus leader. And to your question, one of the leadership style I possess is being able to work under stress. And you know, as a minority leader, you have to be persuasive because of you being a minority leader. Most of the time, what you have to do or what you have to bring on board is to make sure that you persuade the speaker in terms of debates or during sittings, because most of the time, you know, the majority, as the majority leader will introduce the business of the day. Most of the time, what is in the order paper is actually coming from them as the majority leader because he serves as the committee chairperson. So you, as a minority leader, you have to be able to persuade the people, and then even during stress or under stress, being able to persuade people and then make sure that you are actually coming with a conclusive argument. So one of the process I have as a minority leader or to be a minority leader is working under stress. Thank you.
Thank you. GS, kindly proceed.
All right. Honorable Francisca, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn. Okay. Honorable Raphael Kumako, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
Okay, thank you very much, JS. So, Honorable Gideon, as a leader, what remedies are available to you in a case where your members keep on standing but are not catching the speaker's eye? What remedies are available to you as a leader to avert that situation? Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, the standing orders provide to us that an honorable member is entitled to speak on a motion for, let's say, I'm an honorable member and I'm to speak on a motion. I'm entitled to speak on a motion once, unless it is important for me to come again. So all of us seated there have the responsibility to speak as honorable members. So in cases where members or the honorable members from the minority leader are raising to catch the speaker's attention, the speaker is not giving them the attention they need, I think I should fall on the standing orders to call the House to an order for the speaker to make sure. I cannot call the speaker to an order, but I'll call the House an order, make sure that the speaker actually attends to my people. Thank you. So one of the remedies I will use is using the standing order to bring back the speaker on track. Thank you.
So how will you bring the House to order? Because it is the speaker who call the person to speak. So if you are saying calling the House to order, how will you call the House to order that will benefit your members or give them the opportunity to speak?
Thank you, Honorable. To my best of knowledge, I know that when there is a business being introduced by the other paper, maybe a business introduced to, or a motion being introduced, the majority leader will speak, the minority leader will also speak, and then honorable members. So in cases, I will use such opportunity when it's my turn to speak as a minority leader to draw the attention of the speaker that my members have been wanting or would want to speak on these pressing issues, and he is not giving them the attention needed. Maybe the speaker has a way of also explaining to me why, or maybe he hasn't been able to maybe fish out or seen or catch the attention of my honorable members. So that's one of the opportunities I will use as a minority leader, because the standing orders provide clearly that I am to speak when there is a motion, the majority leader speaks, then I also speak. So I use such opportunity given to me to call on the attention of the speaker to attend to my members when they rise to speak. Thank you.
Okay, so last one. Who was the minority leader in the 8th Parliament? The name and the constituency.
Thank you very much. This is quite a bit. I'm being skeptical because I joined YMP last year. Let's say.
No, I mean National Parliament. Not
National Parliament.
Yes.
Oh yes. That is Alexander Fenyo Marcus.
Minority leader in the 8th Parliament.
In the 8th Parliament.
Yes.
The honorable member from the Swami constituency, honorable, is the name may skip me, but he's from the Swami constituency.
That will all, yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Honorable Raphael. Honorable Francisca, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Gideon.
Yes, Honorable.
Please, can you share with the House your various social media platforms and how you use it to advocate youth development?
Okay, thank you very much. I am active on TikTok these days, and I actually been shared the videos being sent to us by the empowerment and the consortium to the page to make sure that there is a youth empowerment consortium who is training members to become better leaders in the future, because it says that by the end of 2030, one of the goals of the YMP is to train about 21,000 young individuals to be future leaders in the socio-economic development and the government and politics. So I have TikTok where I mostly, because I'm actually active on TikTok, where I mostly share videos about YMP, actually talk to people about YMP when I share videos on my status and their accents. So WhatsApp, TikTok, that's mostly where I talk about YMP, and that's where I'm active.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I'll end here.
All right, thank you. Honorable John Nate, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
All right, thank you very much, Chairperson. Honorable Gideon,
Yes,
I want to have your attention on this and for you to respond to it. But then I want to cite what happened in the Parliament of Ghana recently during the vetting of ministerial candidates. And there was some kind of banter that led to the suspension of some honorable members. I want to ask you, should you be given the opportunity as a minority leader, how do you intend bringing in the majority side and then to side with the Speaker of Parliament or the speakership so that you can build a consensus and let things flow in Parliament, just as you are given credence to the manner in which you are going to carry out that activity and how you are going to express yourself to make sure that no one feels sidelined or no one feels being pressurized to do something. How do you intend doing that as a minority leader?
Thank you very much. With respect to the banter that happened during the ministerial vetting, I think the minority side most of the time is in opposition, and if you are in opposition, you always debate against what is or the motion being put before the House, and that doesn't mean that you should be disrespectful. So for me as a leader and to become a minority leader, I believe in assertiveness, where you would have to make your point clear and concise by not disrespecting anyone, because I think that is what brought the banter. Your questions should be clear and concise. Whenever you find yourself in such a situation, you make sure that you are dealing with human beings who have emotions. So you make sure that you are being assertive enough and you are being a good listener, because as a leader, you should be able to listen from your members and make sure that they are okay, both majority and minority. Me being a minority leader doesn't mean that I should always have an issue with the majority leader or the majority caucus. No, we are to build a consensus, or we are to come with a consensus. So what we have to do is to make sure that any business activities that is being presented to us has been dealt with and been dealt with respectfully, and any member speaking should also speak.
Honorable.
Yes, please.
I am not interjecting you, but my question is, the incident has happened already.
Yes, please.
As a minority leader, supposed you are given the opportunity, how do you intend bridging the gap between the speakership and the majority caucus, so that you can resolve that issue and bring the suspended officers or honorable members to office? That is what I am referring to. So how do you intend handling that?
Thank you. So what I would do to handle if such case happens is to liaise with the appropriate authority, to summon those members, ask of the reasons why, to know better about the situation. Then if there is a need for an honorable member to apologize, if there is a need for an honorable member to face the Constitution, or if there is a need for an honorable member to retract some statements being made, then it's being done to make sure that there is a conformity between the speakership and the majority, and then the members as well, or at large. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Chair, I think that will be all for now.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Gideon.
Yes, sir.
Are you a member of any of the political parties? Don't mention the party, but do you belong to any political party, a card-bearing member?
Yes, please.
Are you an active one, or you just bear the card?
A very active one, please.
Okay. In your constituency in Tamil, do you already have a community project you run? Do you already run a community project of any kind?
It's not under running, but I've consulted with some people. I actually went there last 2 weeks to find about the problems facing, and actually that's when I even went to hear about this teleportation vibes or something that the youth in that constituency have been indulging in such activities in teenage pregnancy. So one thing that I realized is that the immediate past member of parliament was actually building a park for the community, and then he couldn't continue. He couldn't continue because he has been voted out from parliament. So I took it upon myself to liaise with appropriate members to finish such projects, and then to also make sure that there are uniforms and other important instruments delivered to the students in those constituencies. Most importantly, in my town where I come from, the needy students to be given uniforms and other size to support their learning. So these are the two projects I have in line to execute.
Okay, all right. Have you ever been part of any other youth model parliament, either from the government or from another NGO or possibly in school?
Please, can you come again?
I was asking if you have you ever been a part of any model parliament?
Yes, please. I have been.
Whether from school, whether from.
Yeah. I have been a project and programs committee chair for Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainees Association, where I doubled as serving as the constitutional review chairperson for the association. Recently, under NUPS, I served as an information personnel to one of the aspirants, Nyajidi's time, and then BBC time to mobilize health students to come across and have their vote. So I've been very active in NUPS and in GEMTA as well.
Okay, so with these places where you've been active, do you have a document to back it up? Maybe a certificate,
please.
a letter of appointment, or any kind?
Yes, please, I do have.
All right, so I think thank you very much. If anything, we will reach out to you to provide the needed evidence to buttress the claims as well. I think we are done. If you have any final words for us, I think you can come through with that. Then take your leave, please.
Thank you very much. I wouldn't want to put it in a question, but I would want to say thank you very much for giving us such opportunity to also showcase our experience as leaders. And this is also a training session for us in the future to be able to grab such position in the future. So to me, all these happenings from YEC has been good to me because it's actually propelling me to be a good politician in the future. So I would say thank you very much to Youth Empowerment Consortium. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Gideon. You may kindly take your leave.
Thank you.
All right. Honorable Yakubu Abdul Fatau, kindly unmute your microphone and let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, please. Yes, you are audible.
All right. First off, you are welcome to your vetting.
Thank you so much.
We are all also ready for you.
All right.
So we will start with Honorable Joseph Wachiajima. Kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you. Okay, if he is not ready, Honorable Raphael Kumako, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone.
Okay, so thank you, General Secretary. Honorable Yakubu, how long have you been with YEC?
Okay, I joined YEC last year.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So I have one question. As a leader of your caucus, if you realize your members are not given fair hearing by the speaker, what remedies are available to you to use to address that situation?
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Raphael, for the question. So in this situation, I would rely on my experience on the floor of Parliament. I think over the years, what I see leaders do is that they would actually, if speaker is unable to, or if member is unable to catch the eye of the speaker, the leader would on their behalf stand and then speak to the speaker and then draw the speaker's attention to the fact that his members wants to speak, but the speaker is unable to give them the opportunity. So essentially, this is what I would do. And on a larger note, I think the standing orders is our Quran or our Bible. So on a larger note, we would also, I would, if given opportunity, I would also rely on the standing orders to address that. Thank you.
Okay, I said one question, but let me ask the last one. So when you look at the standing orders, which committees will you be automatic member if you are given the nod to serve?
Okay, thank you for the question. Honestly, I have gone through the standing orders, but then I haven't seen where it is stated explicitly where the minority leader is automatic member of a committee. But then looking at the committees, I think essentially the minority leader is more likely to be an automatic member of the business committee, if my mind says me right, and if I'm correct. Thank you.
Yes, that will be all.
Okay. Honorable Joseph Wachajima, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you. Honorable Francesca, kindly take your turn.
Okay, thank you very much, GS. Honorable Fatal, good evening.
Good evening, Honorable.
Okay, so I would want to know how active within the range of 10 to 100%, how active are you on social media, and how do you think social media is relevant to youth leadership?
Okay, thank you so much for the question, Honorable Francisca. So on a scale of 10, I think I'm 9.5 active on social media, and I'm almost on all the social media handles. I think it's relevant to be on social media because if you look at statistics, I may not have the data, but as of January 2025, Ghana had approximately about 7.95 million active social media users, which represents about 22 or 22 or 23% of the total population. And I think this is a medium or a tool by which young leaders can actually use to for visibility, engagement, and also influence. And as minority leader, I mean, joining these platforms would allow me to amplify the voice of my caucus and YEC at large. Thank you.
Thank you very much, GS.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable John Nate, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
All right, thank you very much. And honorable nominee, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Chief of Staff. Thank you.
All right, so I have a question for you, and I want to ask you. Suppose you are given the opportunity to serve as a minority leader, and then there is, um, let me say, an issue on the floor of parliament, or probably you are proposing or a bill, you are pushing a bill for it to be passed, and the bill will serve the interest of the Republic of YEC, but you are not getting the cooperation of the majority side. However, you need the cooperation of the majority to um, pass that bill or to enforce that bill into a law so that it can help the Republic of YEC. I want to ask you, how do you intend, communicating that bill with the majority caucus so that they will also buy into the idea you are proposing and consent to its enforcement? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Chief of Staff. I think that's a very important question. And to me, every leadership is built on principles. And I shall be guided by some key principles if given the nod. Principles like constructive opposition, principles like collaborative over conflicts, principles like vibrant representation, and principles like integrity and accountability. Our role as minority is to provide oversight and alternative viewpoints. But then my approach would ensure that our critiques are factual based. They are based on solutions and directed at strengthening our democracy. I think one of the appropriate means by which you can get the majority attention is through collaboration and you being able to persuade them understand that the bill that you are passing is so relevant beyond the four corners of the house, is to the large extent going to benefit the Republic of YEC. So I think that with my principles and being able to, with the help of my caucus members and leadership, we would be able to convince them not to follow a false course, but then to understand the relevance of the bill that I'm proposing. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. That will be all.
Please, yes, I think you are muted.
Honorable Joseph Bachajumai, can you hear me? Okay, so Honorable Yakubu Tia, how has your leadership journey been like from school to where you are currently? How has it been like? Can you give me a brief of what you have been doing in terms of leadership?
All right, so for me, I think that leadership is part of me because I've never passed through um, any aspect or any area in my life without taking a leadership, responsibility. Even if I would present myself and lose. So from primary to junior high to senior high school to the university, I've served in several leadership roles. And beyond the university, I've also joined, youth leadership or youth model parliament, like YEC, for instance, YLP, and even within school, I was a finance committee member of the UPSA Parliament House. So for me, essentially, leadership has been part of me throughout my life. And even after school, I aspired to become the president of the NSPs at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. Unfortunately, I lost the elections. So I think leadership has been part of my life. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And sorry for that loss as well. As for elections, it can go both ways. And
Yes, sir.
someone said something that win or lose is not all about winning. Sometimes you lose and then you learn.
Sure.
Thank you very much for your time with us this evening. If you have any remark, any question, you can leave it. You can also come in with it so that we can bring yours to an end.
All right. I just want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to the panel for inviting us here for the vetting. And I also want to ensure my caucus leaders that if the opportunity is being given to me, I would ensure that the caucus would become a vibrant one. I know the majority would want to tag us as a micro minority, but with the experience that we've gained over the years, I believe that we shall excel and we shall make it better. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Thank you very much for coming. You may take your leave, please. Honorable Jesse Peter, kindly unmute your microphone for us. Unmute your microphone. Can you hear me? Am I audible, Honorable Jesse Peter? Honorable Peter, can you hear me? Good evening, Honorable Peter. Can you hear me? Honorable Peter, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm very sorry for any inconveniences.
All right, so good evening, and you are welcome also to your vetting session. Honorable Raphael, if you can hear me, the floor is open. Kindly take your turn.
Okay. Thank you very much. Honorable Peter, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, boss. Thank you very much.
So, what position are you vying for?
I'm vying for first deputyship for the minority side.
Okay. So, as a whip and the minority side,
yes,
which
please.
committee are you an automatic member of, according to the standing orders of YEC?
My boss, thank you very much for the question, but please, though I've been going through the standing orders, but I haven't noticed that portion. So please, you can proceed.
Okay. So, as a whip, what are your duties when it comes to parliamentary sittings?
Okay. Honorable Raphael, thank you very much for this question. And first of all, let me start by saying that let me use this. Even when you are traveling traveling requires communication, organization, and coordination. And as a whip, you are responsible to make sure that you persuade your caucus members to support the party during the voting. And you are to make sure that maybe when there is, maybe after voting is done, you are required to make sure that the proper thing is done by be at where they are counting the voting so that the right thing will be done to favor you, the members at the caucus side. So these are some of the things I can say about be a ship. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Last one. Recently, there was an issue in the National Parliament where some honorable members made some unparliamentary comments about the honorable member of Kwale, Honorable Zenato. And they were the speaker. So there was comment, there was request by people that the particular honorable member who made that comment should be fished out.
Okay.
So if you are whip and this comment as probably made by your caucus members and as a whip, and you know the honorable member who made that comment, how will you proceed in handling this matter?
Honorable Raphael, thank you very much for this question. We can all attest to the fact that what happened in the National Parliament was a very crucial moment. And as a caucus whip, because we all want to do, sometimes we deal with a politics or we deal with political basis. But as we are there, we are in the National Parliament, and people in the country, the youth, and the next generation will be looking to us about how we are going to perform our business when it comes to parliamentary issues. For them to learn from us, I, as a rep, I will make sure that we will fish that person out. But I, as a rep, I will make sure that we collaborate with the minority leader so that the right or the necessary advice will be given to that person so that that mistake will not be repeated again. So that's the procedure or the channel I will use to make sure that the right thing is done. Because when that comment was passed, we saw how Zenata, like the emotional trauma she was going through, we saw everything. So I, as a rep, I shouldn't be based on because I'm coming from either NDC or MPP. No, I have to make sure that the person is a human being. So you fish that person out. And if maybe he will go to Zenata or you go to the member of or the honorable member to seek for or to plea or to beg her of what he has done, then I think at that portion we are good to go. Yes. So if I'm a rep, I will make sure that I will collaborate with the minority leader to fish that person out, so that we go to Zenata and make sure that you take the necessary steps so that she will be out of the emotional trauma she was going through at that moment.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that will be all.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable Francesca, if you can hear me, kindly take your turn.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Peter, welcome.
Thank you very much, my boss.
So can you share with us how active are you on social media? How do you use your handles?
Honorable Francesca, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Francesca. with my social media handles, I am one of like I'm a type of guy who makes sure that they're right, I speak the truth. Honorable Francisca, right now as I'm talking to you, I have two. When you go to Facebook, I have two Facebook accounts. When you go to my Facebook, I have two Facebook accounts. I have the one I used for maybe like when it comes to maybe youth coaching, youth coaching, motivational speaking, and the others. And I also have a one by name Nana KJC. With that one, I use it for political issues like nothing. Maybe if the government is doing something of which maybe I think is not in the right path, I make sure that maybe I will comment about it. Then we all share our ideas. Then we go. So, Honorable Francisca, like that's how, like the only place I am always active on is Facebook. Is Facebook. As I told you, I have one by the name Jesse Peter, and I also have other one by the name Nana Jesse. So I use the Jesse Peter for youth coaching and motivational speaking and others, and then Nana Jesse for about political issues and things going on in the country. So what about Francisca? That's how it is. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Chair, I went there.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Joseph Bwachajima, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you.
Question.
Okay, Honorable Jesse Peter.
General.
Is this your first time joining a youth model parliament, or do you have a prior experience either from school or after leaving school?
Yes, thank you very much for this question. And when I stepped my foot in the University of Education, in my level 100, I went for a general course representative, and at that part, I became a second deputy. And according to the constitution of Political Science Students Association, if we're general course rep, automatically you'll be part of the minority group and the majority group. Sorry, you'll be part of the majority group. And when we went to level 202, I also want to be the deputy general course rep. I was forcing to be the general course rep, but at that time they were beating me with political skills, so I couldn't be the general course rep. So, but I was part of the PUSA Parliament or Political Science Students Association Parliament department. So, so far, these are the experience I have in youth model parliament so far.
Okay, all right, thank you. Honorable John Natitete, kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you.
All right, so thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Peter, please, is your light on? Do you have light at the moment? Honorable Peter, am I audible? Honorable Peter, am I audible?
I think his screen is actually frozen currently. I don't know if it's his network or something. He's back.
Okay.
Yeah, Honorable Peter, thank you for coming.
You are welcome.
I was asking, is your light on? Do you have light?
Yeah, yes, please. The light is on. They were telling us with lights off and on. By now it is okay.
All right, thank you very much. So you are looking forward contesting or for the office of a first deputy minority whip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And communication is one of the tools that you need to function as a first deputy minority whip.
Sure.
At 8:43 p.m. today, you made a post that there is a light off at my place.
Yes,
The
please.
same 8:43 p.m. You made a post, "Hey Mahama," with an emoji which I cannot describe. As a minority, that you will need the government in office, and once you are in minority, it means you are in opposition. That you need the government in office to do business, and knowing very well that communication is part of your tools to getting government approval for your businesses. I want to ask you, how do you
Honorable John, please, please, I can't hear you.
I think your network is freezing.
Honorable Peter, can you hear me? I think he's off. I think he's off. He's off.
All right, JS, thank you.
You're welcome. Honorable Jonati, Honorable Peter is back, so kindly take your question.
All right, thank you. So, Honorable Peter, welcome back once again.
Thank you very much, Honorable John.
Right. So I was asking, vying for the title of the first deputy minority whip, and
Yes,
being
please.
that the minority caucus, to the larger extent, is an opposition. Okay, and you need the government of the day's approval or consent in enforcing or bringing up development and then other things that you would like to champion. And here we are that within 1 minute, you stated, you laid out a statement that there's light out here. Then the next thing that followed was, "Hey, Mahama, suppose that you are given the opportunity, how do you intend coming out with comments so that in the case of communication, the manner in which you communicate it and how you express yourself will not hinder the government of the day from listening to your pleas or attending to your issues as a minority chief whip?" Thank you.
Honorable John, thank you very much for this question. First of all, I must say that right now, because of, let me say that right now, because of the ambience of the place I find myself, or the atmosphere I found myself right now, like I was let me say I was on heat. I was on heat. That was why when the light was when the light was off and when the light was on, I was but when I'm for the minority side, or very, very, very necessary. It is a
Honorable Peter, what is your response to what he's asking? Can you just go straight to the point and provide an answer to the question, please?
Honorable John, I will make sure that when I'm giving the note, I will do justice to those places so that I won't repeat those mistakes again, because we are all going to work with the government of the day so that we will bring development to the youth we are serving. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for your time with us this evening. We are glad you came. If you have any question or any other last words for us, you can also leave us with us before you take your leave.
Yes, first of all, let me say that thank you very much for the opportunity that you have given to we the youth to take it upon ourselves. And like the main reason why I'm saying it is an opportunity from you is that this is serving as a platform for we the youth to learn about governmental issues or governance systems and all of that, so that because we know that the future is for us, and anything that will comes around development, we are the future, or we are the youth of the day who is going to make sure that the right thing is done. So yes, I am using you so that you pass it to your people. That God bless you for the opportunity you are giving to the youth of this country. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Kindly take a leave of us.
Okay, boss.
All right, Honorable Paul Kwesi Zamesi, kindly pronounce the surname for me. How do you pronounce it?
Jamasi.
Jamasi, okay. Thank you very much for coming. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All right. So you are welcome to your vetting session. So Honorable Raphael Kumako, if you can hear me, I think currently you'll be the one to be taking the questions are first. So kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you. I think Honorable Paul applied to be the second deputy minority whip. So Honorable Raphael, let's move.
I'm not sure he's on. No.
Yeah, I'm on.
He is on. Honorable.
Okay.
He's on.
Paul. I can't see him. That's why I'm asking. All right. So, Honorable Jamesi, as the whip, which committees in the standing orders are you an automatic member of?
Okay. Thank you very much for this question. I'll be part of the publicity committee, as according to the the standing orders being read. Sure.
Okay. So, which constituency do you represent?
Ebakwa South constituency.
And who's your MP?
Honorable Kingsley Ajiman.
Okay. Have you visited him?
Yes, not frequently, but.
Okay. So as a whip, keeping your caucus in line, when there's an issue, an honorable member of your caucus misbehave in Parliament, and then you are asked to fish out that member so that the necessary punishment, or so that that honorable member will be referred to the privileges and the immunity committees in Parliament. Will you do that?
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, I'll do that, and based on the person's concern, where I will liaise with the first and the minority chief whip, together with other leaders of the minority caucus, to look into the person's point of view very well before such the person made such statements. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, that will be all.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Raphael. Honorable Francisca, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and ask your question.
Honorable Johnson, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Kindly share with us the various social media handles you are on and what you use them for.
Okay, thank you, Madam Francisca. Okay, so I am on Instagram, WhatsApp, then Facebook. Yes. So what I do is, as a student, as a youth and student advocate, I mostly share and encourage people, young ones, that they are far beyond what they see in the mirror. So we shouldn't always give up. Yeah, so I also use that as a mentorship platform to educate people that it is not all that they see that matters, but what is within them. So as a youth and student advocate, I always use my social media platforms to educate people on ways at which they can live and live meaningful in the society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
All right. Honorable John Nate, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Peter, good evening.
Paul.
Paul, sorry, pardon me for that. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All right, so I want to ask you, as the second deputy minority chief, right? Suppose you are given the opportunity to function in this office, and then there arose an internal conflict within the leadership of the caucus, which the fault is basically coming from, let's say, the minority leader. How do you intend to communicate this to the minority leader, so that the case will be resolved, given, given relevance to precision? How are you going to communicate that precisely to the minority leader for that case to be resolved? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. John. Okay, with the issue of minority leader being faced with challenge, one thing I believe is in that when you always give chance for people to point out their views and accept their mistakes, it will come a long way of bringing unity and peace among members of a caucus. And there are always that's leaders among the caucus. Despite the minority leader being the head of the caucus, there are other leadership positions or people who we will sit and also come into agreement that, okay, it would be right for us to listen to his concern. Let him accept what he has done, that it was a mistake, and mistakes are not to be repeated, if not intentionally. So what I would like to say is that it wouldn't be as easy, but I know with a human institution, seeking the concern and views of the minority leader and other people within the caucus will come a long way of bring unity among us. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Chair, that will be all for now.
All right. Honorable Paul, have you been part of any model parliament before?
Yes, that's during school days. Yes, sir.
And do you have any documents to buttress that, provided we call for a certificate, an appointment letter, an ID card, or anything of that kind?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll be able to provide them.
Okay, all right. So I think thank you very much for your time with us this evening. Thank you for your time. If you have any final words for the committee, you can also put it across and then take your leave.
Okay. Thank you very much. To I would like to thank the committee for giving me this chance to be vetted, to add up to my skills. And I wish all of us the best, and my other honorable members too. I wish them the best during their vetting. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Okay. Bye.
Bye. So kindly take your leave.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Honorable Felix, good evening. If you can hear me. Honorable Felix. Honorable Answer Samuel, kindly unmute your microphone. Good evening.
Good evening, Honorable.
All right, and kindly put your video on as well. We would like to see you.
Okay.
All right. You are welcome to your session, your vetting session. I will encourage you to feel free, be at ease, so that you can handle the discussion and the questions that comes to you. All right. Honorable Raphael, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn. He is going for Minority Chief Whip. For Minority Chief Whip.
Yes. Okay. So, Honorable Answer, good evening.
Good evening, Honorable.
Okay. So, tell us a bit about the role that you apply for the Minority Chief Whip.
Okay, thank you, Honorable. As for Minority Chief Whip, my role is to make sure there will be a discipline in my caucus or in my party or on my side. That's one of my rules as a Minority Chief Whip, and I have to make sure we bring out, or I help him to bring out a strategy and planning to win an agenda that goes into the favor of my part or my party or my caucus.
Okay, thank you. So, who is the current Minority Chief Whip in Ghana's Parliament?
Okay, thank you, Honorable. Please, the current Minority Chief Whip is Honorable Frank Anodompre, MP for Nsamoma Dwajiri constituency.
Okay. The chairman, that'll be all.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Honorable Francisca, you can take your turn. Okay, Honorable John Nati, kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Samuel, good evening.
Good evening, Honorable.
All right, so you are vying for the office of Minority Chief Whip, right?
Yes, boss.
Right, and as a Chief Whip, one of the major things that comes with your office is to show concern over what is happening in your caucus. I have this question for you. I've been monitoring the vetting platform which you are on, and the General Secretary of YEC has been posting series of things on the platform. And from 7:20 a.m. this morning till this time that we are having the vetting, I haven't seen that you have indicated even a receipt of any of the communiques that has been posted on the platform by the General Secretary. Assuming this platform is your minority caucus, how do you intend, um, guiding the caucus into having a very fruitful deliberation, owing to the fact that informations that are given by the minority leader, though you receive them, you are not able to acknowledge the receipt of it, or even give a feedback for the person to know that you have received the information. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable. What I will let me start from here. What I will say now is, as for not giving feedback about the information posting on the platform, is what I can say is only for today that I did that, because I used to do that. Even I used to react, maybe emoji and something like that. But as for today, I was busy since morning because I'm in school and I was having some meetings. I'm having a position, or I'm holding a position with my school right now. So I was busy today. That is the reason why I couldn't attend to the messages or the comedies released on the platform on time. And I rushed to come here. Like as I sit here now, I'm still on campus because I can't go back to my hostel and come back, or because I was having a meeting and those stuff. So I am sorry for not showing concern or feedback about that. And I accept it. And that is not how I am going by, or that's not how I am going to do my things as a minority chief whip. I will make sure I will show concern and I will be active. And that's how I am. I'm consistent and determined.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable General Secretary. That'll be all for
Okay,
now.
all right. Honorable Samuel, have you ever had any knowledge on parliamentary business, either from school or any indication with that?
Yes, boss. I was minority chief whip of my parliament, my school parliament, that is Political Science Student Association, University of Education, Winneba. Last year, I was the minority chief whip, so I have an idea or the stepping stone about the position that I am vying for.
Okay, all right. And I believe you have possibly a letter, an ID card, or a certificate of any kind to present, provided it becomes necessary?
Oh yes. Oh yes, I have a letter.
All right, so I think that will be all for us. Thank you very much for coming. If you have any final words for the committee, you can also leave us with it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. What I want to say, or what I want or like to say, is thank you for everything. I'm really appreciate it. May God give us a long life. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Kindly take your leave of us, Honor. Honorable Rich, Richard, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All right. So you are welcome to your session of this vetting activity. Right. Again, feel free to be at ease. And, just provide us with the details you have, and I will entreat that you go straight also to the point and give us the answer so that we can run up on this activity. So you are welcome. Honorable Raphael, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Richard, can you give me your last name? What I have here, I can't see the last name proper. What's the last name?
It's Jogbewu.
Jogbewu.
Yes, WUS, please.
Oh, okay. So kindly give us the leadership structure of YMP, the leadership structure, as in the parliamentary leadership structure.
The parliamentary leadership structure, we have the speaker, the first deputy speaker, the second deputy speaker, and we have the majority leader and minority leader at the same space. We have the two first deputies, and we have the second deputies. The second deputies, minority and the majority leader. We have the whips. The first whip, the first majority whip, and then the first minority whip, and then the second majority whip, and then the second minority whip. Then we come back to the second one, the second minority, and then the second minority whip, and then the second majority whip.
Okay, so as a second deputy minority whip, what are your functions in Parliament?
In Parliament, as a second minority whip, more or less like an enforcer to help my first and then the chief whip to whip our caucus in the right way, to be able to make sure that the caucus takes the decisions of the leaders of the caucus, that's the minority. Whatever we see, we as whips will communicate to the members so that they will fall in line with whatever we do. We'll make sure that they follow us in every step we take in Parliament.
Okay. So as a whip, which committees in Parliament are you supposed to be a member of?
Per the standing orders, I'm to be in the business committee, and then publicity, and then public relations committee, sir.
As a second deputy whip?
As a second deputy whip?
Yes.
Publicity committee, and then and then business committee, sir. Or you need only one?
That's fine.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Chairman, that will be all.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Raphael. Honorable Francisca, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and let's hear from you. Okay. Honorable John Nate, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable nominee, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I want to ask you, as second deputy minority whip, right?
Yes, sir.
You have the role of making sure that the caucus is in good hands, giving support to the minority leader to do so. Now, considering your few minutes of being with this panel, I've noticed one thing, that in your communication, it looks like your hand is going here and there. But I want to ask you, as a minority chiefship, second deputy minority chiefship, you want to communicate with the minority leader. In which manner do you think you can do that best so that he or she will not feel disrespected? Because you see, communication, when we're dealing with communication, we deal with it verbally, and then our body language also matters. So how do you intend blending your body language with what you are saying so that the person you are, the receiver of the information you are given to, will not feel offended or disrespected? Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And according to the Ghana culture, too, when you are talking and you are using your hand too much, especially the left hand, it may show disrespect. So I take notice of that. And then in communicating in Parliament, you need a posture in which you communicate. And I won't be throwing my hands in Parliament, because when you throw your hand to somebody, it means an insult, according to Ghana's culture. So thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you. I wouldn't like to drag you, but you said you will not be doing that in Parliament, right? Which means you're coming here, you are at liberty to do that to us. Anyway, that's just by the way. So thank you very much. Honorable Chair, that'll be all for now.
My to respond, sir.
Okay, all right. Honorable John, are you done?
Yeah, that's a comment on the lighter note. That's a comment on the lighter note.
Okay.
Well taken.
Honorable John. Honorable Richard, give me a brief of your leadership journey this far. If I say leadership journey, I want situations where you were responsible for a thing, that if it goes well or it goes wrong, the applause is on your head. If it goes negative, the blame is at your doorstep. Give me a situation or a breakdown of your leadership journey this far, as in how you have been leading towards very specific goals and then to an end. Give me a breakdown of that. Be brief, just some points to cover that.
Okay, thank you very much for the question, sir. I was a district chairman for a church group, Evangelical Presbyterian Students Union Group, which by my efforts we were able to revamp some local unions that were dormant in most of our churches in the Volta region. So that was a plus to me. We were able to revive about 4 more unions to be added to the circuit unions, and currently they are very active, playing their roles in the church.
Okay. To end it, have you been part of any model parliament since?
No, please, I have not been any part of any model parliament.
Okay, but then this is your first time.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So I think we'll bring our questioning to an end. Thank you very much for your time with us this evening. If you have any question to ask, any follow-up, any other thing that was not clear, I think you can come in with that and then take your leave.
I don't have any questions, but then I want to applaud the committee and then those who spearhead this youth model parliament in bringing it to fruition, for giving someone like me, a first timer, an opportunity to also join a committee and have a vetting to be a second deputy minority chief whip. I'm very grateful, and I pray God strengthen this union that will grow far and far. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Kindly take your leave of us. Honorable Ernest Fosu, if you can hear me, kindly unmute your microphone and put on your video as well. We would like to see you. All right, Honorable Ernest, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Can you increase your volume a bit? I can't hear you.
Okay, please can you hear me now?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
And if you can increase it a bit too. I don't know if the others can hear you.
Okay, and then I'm using earbud, so I think I have to disconnect it. I'm coming in a minute.
Are you using something else?
Yeah, I'm using an ear.
Honorable Raphael, can you hear him?
No, the voice is very faint.
Yes, your voice is very faint. Can you?
Good evening.
All
Please,
right.
I hope you can hear me now.
I think it's a bit okay now. So you are welcome. Feel free as well, and I will entreat that you go straight to the point with your responses as well. Honorable Raphael, kindly, the floor is open. Um, take your
Thank
time.
you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Honorable Ernest Fosu, tell us a bit about the portfolio that you apply for or you are vying for.
Okay, so currently I'm applying for or I'm vying for the minority chief whip. So with a minority chief whip, the major responsibility of a majority chief whip is to whip its members and also make sure that every activity or everything that the members does goes accordingly or are in line with the vision of the minority, and also make sure that I persuade members to support specific activities of the minority side and also monitor attendance of my caucus members.
Okay. So as a whip, which committees in Parliament or YEC Parliament that you are supposed to be a member of by virtue of you being the whip?
Okay, so being a member, a committee is the business committee and also the publicity committee.
Okay, that's fine. Who is the current minority chief whip in Ghana's parliament?
Frank Anodom, Honorable Frank Anodom, pray.
Okay. The chairman, that'll be all.
Okay. Honorable Francis, are you on now? Can you hear me? Okay, Honorable Jonati, kindly unmute your microphone and take your turn.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Ernest, good evening.
Good evening, Honorable.
Yes, so you are vying for the office of a minority chiefship, am I right?
Exactly.
All right, which means that putting the house in order also rests on your shoulders. And this task of putting the house in order deals with your coming in and your going out, which I am pointing to communication. In about 45 seconds or a minute ago, a minute or two ago, when you join the feed, the vetting committee, the panel is not really hearing you laudably. And I think that is made known to you, but you hesitate without even giving a word to the committee as to whether let me check this or that and get back to you. Should we take it, assuming you were given the opportunity as the minority chiefship, should we take it that this will continue in the situation where the minority caucus is having a session? You could come in, have an issue or a situation, and leave the caucus in the midst of the ocean without any information as to what is happening and what is not happening, what you need to attend to and what not to attend to, and then just leave the caucus in the blue. Should we take it like that?
Okay, so thank you very much for the question. And I would want to say something. Initially, when I joined, I was using an earbud, so I made it known to the vetting chair, that's the general secretary, that I'm using. He asked, then I was like, I'm using an earbud, so I would want to reconnect again. So I informed him about that. Maybe you didn't hear me well. So with that aspect, I told him that I'm using an earbud, so I would want to disconnect it and join again.
All right, thank you very much. As you rightly stated, probably I didn't hear that. But
Yes,
then
please.
I want to ask you, as a minority chiefship, we had a similar situation recently, in the Ghana's parliament, the national parliament, where
Okay.
the current minority chiefship was involved in some exchange of words and tantrums, however one may want to term it. I want to ask you, suppose you become the minority chiefship, how well do you intend coordinating yourself, making your grievances known so that you will not find yourself exchanging blows as we have seen in some days back? Because you as a minority chiefship becoming the role model for the backbenchers to learn from you, so that when they get there, they will also not become, something that we cannot describe. How well do you intend coordinating yourself, putting your communications, your manners, and your self-expressions together so that you will not set bad precedent for the backbenchers? Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for the question. So I believe that as the minority chief whip, I stand between my caucus leaders and also my caucus members. So whatever has to happen with the behaviors of my caucus members, I'll make sure that I talk to them very well, make them understand that this is the minority, and moreover, with the minority, we are the smaller part of, when it comes to parliament, we are the smallest. But then we have to make sure that we set good precedent so that it tells the majority that even though we are the smallest, but then we are of quality. So whatever I'm going to do is that I'll make sure that I'll live by example. So how I'm going to portray myself is going to tell them whether they should listen to me or they shouldn't listen to me. So it's in terms leadership by example. So I'll make sure that I present myself very well. I communicate to them very well so that anytime I relay any information to them, they'll look at that and use that to hear me out and make sure that they comply with that.
All right. Thank you very much. Honorable Chair, I think that will be all for now.
All right. Okay. Honorable Fosu Ernest, have you been a previous member of YMP before?
No, I've not been a previous member of YMP, but I've been a member of a student parliament house.
Okay, which one?
UPSA Student Parliament House. So I served as a majority chief whip, and also served as a chief clerk.
Okay, you were the chief clerk.
Yes, so I served as a minority chief whip, and when I was in my second year. So my fourth year, I served as a chief whip, as a chief clerk. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. And give me just a brief of your leadership journey. What have you been doing in terms of leading both yourself and others, not just in governance or politics, but holistically?
Okay, so in terms of governance and parliamentary, when I was in UPSA, I joined the Student Parliament House and I made sure I championed. So with the Student Parliament House, we were mimicking the National Parliament. So fast forward, I did my national service at Cocoa Marketing Company. So at Cocoa Marketing Company, I was fortunate enough to be, I stood up for a leadership role as the president of the National Service Personnel Association, and I won and I became the president. So as the president of the National Service Personnel Association, I had the interest of the service personnel at heart. So what I did was that I organized seminars. I also organized training programs for the service personnel. So I think we were 100 in total. So these were some of the leadership positions that I've occupied.
Okay, all right. Currently, what do you do currently?
Okay, so currently I volunteer with an NGO. The NGO is focused on improving the living condition of students and also the youth. So it's more or less like educational setting. So they provide books, they provide stationaries, and also give lunch. Sometimes at a random, we pick some schools, we visit them and give them lunch, and also mentor them about their career prospects. So some of them they might not know whatever they want to be in future. So we get to talk to them, find out what they are good at, and try to figure out what we can do to help them so they can be in line with their career prospects.
Okay, all right. So thank you very much for your time with us this evening. I think our interaction has come to an end. If you have a follow-up question or maybe a comment, you can also leave it with us, and then I'll take your leave.
Okay, so what I would say is that some of us, or let me say, me personally, I'm not looking at having just the normal parliamentary setting, but then also getting some seminars that we can attend to be able to develop our leadership skills and also get the opportunity to mentor with some of these politicians, and also because I think it's about governance. It's about governance. So we should be able to get the opportunity to build some networks with this kind of people in terms of governance and also politics. So that is what I'm looking up for. So we're able to gain much experience in leadership and also governance itself.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your time. So I think you can take your leave of us now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Honorable Felix, good evening.
Sir, good evening.
Kindly put on your video. We will have to see you.
I'm sorry, I'm in the right. I'm from the right room, so that's why I've had a bad connectivity. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, we will have to see you. We can't also just talk to the name behind it. We will have to see you.
There's no light in the car actually. So I don't know if I'm getting the next 5 minutes. I don't know if I can get home and still reconnect back.
Honorable Raphael, can you hear him?
Sorry, like I said,
Yes,
there's no light. There's no light.
I can't
in the car,
hear, but
and I'm getting home in the
I
next
can't hear.
5 minutes.
I can't
So
see.
if you can permit me to get home and reconnect.
Okay, so it will be very difficult for us to vet you without seeing your face.
You said come again, sorry?
I am saying that it will not be possible to take you to the activity without seeing your face.
I'm saying I'm getting home in the next 5 minutes or 3 minutes. So if I can get home and still reconnect back, that will be possible for me.
We are actually done with the people we are vetting on. I think the indication was given.
I'm the only one left.
You are the only one left. You were supposed to have joined us earlier. Almost, you were, I think, the 5th or so.
This is so bad for me. I'm sorry. I'm a choir leader in church, and I had to be in church by all means. That's why I didn't want to miss it. Yes,
okay.
Please.
All right. So I think then you would have to do it some other time. Okay. When maybe other opportunities also opens up. We will entreat that you make some of these arrangements. Because as for the busy, everyone is occupied with something. All of us here are occupied with something, but we still have to squeeze and then get it done. So
that's so true. But like I said, it's a festive season, and I'm a choir leader in church. This is not a way for me to squeeze it and then move out.
All right. So I think it will be some other time. So thank you very much for your time then. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you've been patient with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm good.